Hey guys, what's up? We are here with another unboxing video of one of these retro treasure game boxes. There is no video for the May unboxing. Yeah. So, quick little background. As I've mentioned, it's been a really slow work in progress getting this room organized. This might be the first video I've done actually now since those shelves got put up behind me there. There's more shelves around the rest of the room as well. They're all filled with pop figures. I got a new entertainment stand for the TV and the game systems, which I've only just recently gotten reset up. For the record, it's June 22nd that I'm recording this. This stuff is only just starting to come together. This is actually the first video of any kind that I've recorded in almost 2 months. The videos that have been going up, I had done probably up until mid-April. And I fortunately had enough content to put up, which worked out well because of the fact that obviously I had time to record videos initially when I got taken out of work, once work got shut down because of COVID, and I was able to get a lot of gaming in and stuff like that, record a lot of videos. Obviously Animal Crossing had just come out. Obviously this was actually tail end of March going into April, and got a lot of videos done. Of course, then after that, that's when I realized that this would have been the perfect opportunity to be working on this room. So I ordered the shelves, had to wait for those to come, ordered the TV stand. That took forever. There was a whole dispute where Purolator here in Canada actually lost the box and then claimed that they delivered it anyways. But eventually I got everything, which was good. It just took a bit of time. Started getting stuff put up and whatnot, and I'm only just getting the room completely thrown back together. This is the closest it's been to being ready, completely done, since we moved into this house like 8 years ago. Actually, it's more than 8 years now, I think. But anyways, to the point where obviously the camera that I've done in some of the videos that is on this wall here that looks down on this part of the desk, I can't use it right now because I've actually got stuff piled up here that needs to be put away still. I've got like another headset here, the sensor bars for the Wii and the Wii U are here, my Raspberry Pi sitting here, even my PlayStation VR helmet is just kind of sitting here. There's just a bunch of stuff piled up here that I still haven't put back away yet, but that's part of the reason why I haven't been recording videos either, was because this desk, basically everything got stacked on top of this desk while I was cleaning and moving things around and putting the TV stand up. And again, I've only just gotten as far as I have. So yeah. Because of that though, because of all that, the May box of course arrived and I was in no position to record a video. I thought about doing it with just using my phone, but there wasn't really a good way to do it because I don't have like a like a clip mount thing for my phone of any kind to set it up. I was going to do something and then it kind of fell over and I was like, yeah, forget it. And I wasn't going to wait however long it was going to take. Because I hadn't even, if I remember correctly, I didn't even have the TV stand yet at that point. And the TV stand was already supposed to be there. Like, it was en route. It actually showed. It was on a truck for delivery in my city. And then at the end of that day, it said that it had been delivered to their warehouse. And when I asked them about it, they said, no, it's still out for delivery. It's like, no, that's not what it says. And then they were like, oh no, we haven't even gotten it here yet. It's like, but it was on a truck for delivery. Your own thing says that. And there was a whole kerfuffle, and it took almost another 2 weeks to get here. And the thing was, is because I was expecting it that day, I started tearing everything apart, going, okay, cool, I can take down the TV, I can take down the game systems and everything off this old stand, because it's going to be here today. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So like everything was a mess. There was no way I could record the video. I probably shouldn't even be recording it here because we're only going to just use the one camera today. And that's pretty much that. I don't even remember what was in the box. I know I got Namco Museum for the original Xbox. I got my first PlayStation 1 game, which was Cardinal Sin. And then I think I got Extreme G for N64. And I think Sonic Pinball for the Genesis. I think. Don't quote me on any of that, because I don't actually remember. I do remember the Cardinal Sin, though, because that was, again, my first PlayStation 1 game that I've gotten in one of these boxes. Granted, I think I added PlayStation a little bit later. So this is the June box unboxing. It showed up today in the mail, so we're going to unbox it. There will not be a July box. Because I've been paying by the month, which sadly is the most expensive way to pay, and I really should think about changing that, but just because money is a little bit tighter right now, I chose to skip July. And I might skip August too, so who knows when the next unboxing for this is going to be. But nonetheless, my June box is here, and we are going to open it up, and we're going to see what's inside. Don't know what to expect. You never do with these things, to be honest. So you can always expect the bubble wrap. Oh, okay. Let's give this a little pop. Wow, that was a burst of air right in my face. Alright, so the first game we have in our box o' goodies is a Super Nintendo game, which I actually kind of enjoyed when I rented it years ago, and that would be Vegas Stakes. It was one of the better casino style games that was out at that time, at least in my opinion. I don't know, people might disagree with me, but I thought it was pretty good. So that's kind of cool. Like, it's definitely a game I did enjoy. Be interesting to play through it. It had like a weird little story mode to it that I remember. But I don't think it was a very long story. You only had to achieve like certain amounts of winnings or something like that. I don't remember it taking that long to do, but I don't know. It was a long time ago. So yeah, that's cool. The second game we've got is another PlayStation 1 game. So this is the second PlayStation 1 game I've ever gotten. And I don't think I've ever played this one specifically, but I do remember playing this games in this franchise, especially in the arcades, and having fun with it back in the day. And that would be NFL Blitz 2000. I always thought the Blitz games were kind of fun. They did get a little weirder. I don't know how to describe it. It was kind of weird how the games kind of went. Just checking the disc. There's some light surface scratching on the disc, but overall it looks pretty good. So we'll have to see how that works out. Yeah, it was a game I remember playing in the arcade and having some fun with and so forth. I don't think I've ever owned one before, so this is a first for sure. So that's cool. I think I actually used to own this. So we have the original Xbox, and it's the Tetris Worlds / Star Wars Clone Wars disc. This was included in with the Xbox, with one of the hardware bundles back in the day. And I think, yeah, it was on one disc. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it was only on one disc. So both games are on the one disc, as you can see. Again, disc actually looks really good. A few little scratches, but nothing looks bad or serious. even got the instruction manual still. It actually has a 2-month offer for Xbox Live Gold in here, and it's never been scratched. It'd be interesting to scratch this and see if it actually worked, because if I remember correctly, these ones, unlike the codes that they did later, especially right now, I think a lot of their trial codes that they do now, if you've ever had Xbox Live Gold before, or if you currently are Xbox Live Gold at least, it doesn't let you use them. But if I remember correctly, back during the original Xbox era, it didn't matter. I'm pretty sure I knew a couple guys that said that they never paid for Xbox Live because they just kept getting these cards in their games, and they would just keep redeeming them. So it'd be interesting to like scratch that and see if the code actually still works. Because even though some Xbox codes did have expiry dates on them, most of them never actually expired. It says that it expired March 31st, 2004. Either way, it would still be interesting to try it and see what happens. I'm just going to put it back in the case for now. I'll probably forget about it and try it like years later. So yeah, I actually did own that. Because I think, if I remember correctly, my original Xbox died completely. And rather than... and like it wasn't under warranty or anything like that, and it was going to be too expensive to fix. And younger me ripped off a local pawn shop store, because they even were like, yeah, we're going to test it first. And I knew what the issue was with the system. It would basically overheat and shut off after about 30 minutes. And he tested it for almost 20 some minutes, and I'm like sitting there going, oh no, oh no, oh no, it's going to freeze up and he's going to say forget it. But he finally pauses the game, hands me some cash for it. I darted out of there faster than you can believe, and I was like, oh, you didn't turn it off? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep playing this for a little while. I'm like, So like I ran out of there as quickly as I could because I knew it was gonna freeze or shut down any second. So yeah, oops. But yeah, I and then I took that money and rebought a new one. The one I bought had that included with it. But I still have that Xbox to this day. So it was, young, stupid, don't take care of stuff. Ironically, sticking with our theme of casino games for the Sega Genesis, we also have Caesar's Palace. Interesting. So I think I played this on the Super Nintendo, and again, I don't think I liked it as much as the Vegas Stakes game. But again, I'm not remembering very well. I just remember liking Vegas Stakes and thinking that it was better than other casino games I had played at the time. So I don't know. We'll have to give this one another go and see what the deal is. And last but not least, because we actually have 5 games, and the funny thing is there's 2 games in there, so technically we got 6 games this month, which is pretty freaking impressive if you think about it. The average is normally 4. Occasionally you get 5. Sometimes you might only get 3 if it's like a really higher priced valued game. But we actually got 5 technically, but 6 if you include the fact that one of them has 2 games in it. So this is a pretty good haul, all things considered. But we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so the last game is for the original NES. And as much as I'm a fan of the movie that this game is based on, and I love the movie, I love the franchise and everything, and if this camera was panned over that way more, and you could see the rest of the pop figures along this wall here, you'd actually see that I even have pop figures based on this movie franchise as well. And but I can honestly say I have never played this game ever. I remember it being on the NES. I remember probably seeing it on the shelf several times, thinking about maybe I should rent this. Never rented it. Yeah. So I think we're definitely going to have to give this one a try sooner rather than later. And so for the original NES, we have Back to the Future. Definitely one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. I'd say it might even be my favorite movie trilogy, and I know that's sacrilege right now to like pretty much all the Star Wars, Lord of the Rings fans, and everything else under the sun. Don't worry, I like Star Wars too. I actually don't know anything about Lord of the Rings. I've never had any desire to see it. Doesn't look interesting to me. I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of hateful comments now, but that's okay. Yeah. So, but yeah, Back to the Future. Never tried it back in the day. So this is going to be a first for me. Hopefully it works. Now, the one thing that I have not been doing as actively as I should be is I have not been testing all these games as quickly as I should be when I get them. I've had 2 games, I think, both of them original NES, ironically, games that have not worked. Out of all the boxes I've gotten, and this is something like my 8th or 9th box by now. I don't know. I've only been doing this for a little under a year. But anyways, it does say inside the box if there's an issue to contact them, and they will try to get you a replacement or whatever. I have never contacted them for any of these, unfortunately, and I don't know what my options are for recouping that at this point. I don't know if they keep track of exactly which games they gave you. Like, I don't know if I sit there and go, oh yeah, I got these games in my box, and I sit there and I name those 2 NES games, even though they were from 2 different boxes from months ago. I don't know if they'd be like, no, we didn't, that's not what's in your box. Your box had these games in it. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know how that works. I would obviously just be upfront and honest with them anyways, and just be like, yeah, I've never gotten around to testing them until now, and these ones don't work. But I don't know how you prove that. Like, that's the thing. Like, how do you prove that? It's not like going to a store and you got a receipt that says what you purchased, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Not sure. So anyways, that's our haul. But, there was a streamer who I watch, and he's primarily a Nintendo guy. I'm sure you know who he is, Nintendrew. And he did a unboxing of 3 Retro Treasure boxes. He had gotten 3 of them, and he didn't open them. He waited, or I think it was 3, maybe it was 4 boxes. I don't remember. Anyways, he wanted to check the value, and on average, he actually hit the value of what they say the boxes are. So he actually did okay. Some boxes were a little under, based on what he was checking. Some were a little bit higher. So it was definitely a mixed bag. But they were all close. Like, regardless, even of the ones that were a little bit low, they were still close. So overall, when he did the average or whatever, he ended up okay. I did that same thing with the Maybox that I got, and mine was almost dead on, like almost to the penny, which was pretty impressive. But I never thought to do it with the other ones. I just gave the benefit of the doubt that I was getting the value that they say I was getting. And based on Nintendrew's test, I would say that that's probably true. But I can't help but wonder how this one is. So I'm going to use the same site I used for the last month. I used the same site he used, and I'm going to do that here. Now here's the thing though, technically I probably did better, because the prices on here are US dollars, and US dollars, it like just in plain numbers, what it came up versus what I pay, it is almost the same. Now, in one sense I could say I did better, in the other sense I could say I don't, because again, the prices for these things on their website are also in US dollars. So in US dollars, I was almost dead on to the penny. Now, you know, after shipping and everything else, God knows, I don't know. So, but anyways, we're gonna go through this. So we'll start with the Back to the Future. So we got Back to the Future for the original NES North American edition. So a loose cartridge goes for, and I should write this down. So a loose cartridge for Back to the Future goes for $9.59. I should clarify, these boxes cost, at the monthly rate that I pay, $35 US a month. So right off the bat, we got $9.59. That's actually a pretty good start, especially considering how many games are in this box. So let's try next. We've got Caesar's Palace. Oops. Helps if you spell Caesar's right. So we got Caesar's Palace for the Sega Genesis. And a loose copy of that goes for $4. It's funny, on the website here, it's got the picture of the cover art, and the person on the cover looks like Vanna White. This one's going to be interesting. See if it's actually in. We got Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Search. Lego. No. Okay, we got Star Wars Clone Wars. PlayStation. Star Wars Clone Wars Xbox. Star Wars Clone Wars Xbox. There does not appear to be a version of the other game is Tetris Worlds. Clone Wars Tetris Wars Xbox combo. There you go. This is complete. So it is worth, according to this website, $4.75 currently. Alright, there we go. Found it. Alright, next up we have NFL Blitz 2000. And this is for the PlayStation North America. There we go. It is also complete. It is worth $8.16. I wouldn't know. I'm actually kind of surprised that so far the Back to the Future was the most valuable game. Not that I mean, none of these are lower, like lower than I would have thought either, but I guess I'm just kind of surprised that the Back to the Future was worth that much. Anyways, last but not least, we have Vegas Stakes for the Super Nintendo North America. Loose cartridge is worth $4.47. Alright, so what do we got? If we quickly do the math on that, we have $9.59 plus $4 plus $4.75 plus $8.16. Looks like this one's going to come up short. Not by much, though. It's definitely probably the... So I see why they included so many games. Yeah, this was only $30.97. So $4.03 below the value of the box. Again, this is based on using the website I was using here, which was the same one Nintendo was using, which was... pricecharting.com. The link will be in the description below if you want to check that out yourself, as well as obviously the link to subscribe to the Retro Game Treasures if you'd like. But I think I'm going to do that going forward. Again, I'm not getting a box next month, and I'm not sure I'm getting one the month after that either at this point. But in the future, I'm going to start checking those, because I am actually quite curious to see if I am actually getting my money's worth. That said, I'm not disappointed with the program either. I've definitely seen games come in that I completely forgot even existed in some of them, so that's not a bad thing. The other thing that's kind of cool is that it does give me trade fodder as well. So if I try the game, I decide I don't like it and I don't want to keep it or whatever, it gives me something that I can take to like places like Microplay, or there's a place here in Hamilton called One Up Games that deals with a lot of the retro game stuff, and I can probably trade those in, put them towards other things that I might actually want. So again, not overall upset about what I'm getting anyways. So that's, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's it for this video. I would suspect that this video will air probably around July 14th or later, but probably within a week of that anyways. It definitely won't be before that, because I do know for a fact that every video I currently have already posted, like I said, I had tons of videos, got me to July 12th. So yeah. Yeah, the only videos I recorded after that was, there was a couple live streams I did that are from other sites. Ironically, the day that I'm doing this, and I just saw it come up on the screen, the Mixer thing just came up. Apparently Mixer's closing. Microsoft's going to merge it with Facebook Gaming or something. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't think it's even a merger, honestly, because the way Facebook has it written on their thing, because I checked it out already, the way Facebook has it written, it's implies that, like, yeah, Microsoft's just closing altogether, and they've set up a thing to make it easier for their users to go to Facebook. And it's really weird, because they just spent that whole fortune on getting guys like Ninja and stuff like that not that long ago to their brand to try and build up the Mixer brand and so forth. And honestly, like, Mixer still had a lot of work to do, but honestly, it was getting better and better, and I think it potentially could have become like a massive competitor to Twitter, not Twitter, Twitch. So I'm kind of surprised that Microsoft's pulling the plug on it already. It just seems weird. Like, they said, oh, this is what we were trying to accomplish, and Facebook's already doing it, and it's like, okay. But I looked at it, and it's like, it's really confusing the way Facebook is set up for it. I mean, it's not bad, but it's quite, I don't like it, honestly. So I don't know that I'm going to make them, like, I don't use the Mixer much anyways. I don't know that I'm going to make the move to Facebook. What I would like to see, though, now, because Microsoft has the Mixer incorporated into the Xbox, which I think works really well. You can still stream through Twitch directly through your Xbox as well, but it's not as seamless, I find, as Mixer is. I always wanted them to upgrade the Twitch to do it as well, but they never did. What I would like to ultimately see is definitely one area where I think PlayStation definitely did a better job, is they had multiple things incorporated. You can stream directly to Twitch, you can stream directly to YouTube, and so forth. I would like Xbox to do that now too. If they're not going to have their own service, I mean, obviously I expect them to add Facebook streaming on the Xbox, since they're seemingly, that's the direction they're trying to push their users to. And there is some sort of partnership there, but it doesn't look like Microsoft's going to be involved in the streaming at all anymore. I'd like to see obviously the Facebook, but I'd like them to incorporate YouTube, get it, and Twitch, get it more streamlined in there and so forth. If they do that, I find it easier since all my videos are on YouTube anyways. I find it easier if I'm streaming from PlayStation just to stream directly to YouTube, since I don't have the best streaming equipment. I'm still running off a crappy little laptop here. I've got some basic equipment for recording videos, but that's it. Like, I don't have like the full fancy setup or anything like that. This is as fancy as it gets right now. One day I'd like it to be more fancy, but that's a long ways from happening. So anything to make it easier for me to do this, like the direct streaming like they have on the consoles, is great for me. So yeah, I'd like to see PlayStation, I'd like to see Xbox incorporate it too. So I usually just use the YouTube on the PlayStation because it's easiest and it just goes directly here. Whereas on Xbox, I can't do that. So it's always like, oh, do I do Twitch or do I do Mixer? Mixer's easier to use, so I generally use Mixer. But honestly, like I said, going forward, I don't know. Once Mixer officially completely shuts down, I'm not sure what I'm going to stream Xbox to, if I'll even do live streams for Xbox anymore, because I don't see the point. I think it's a huge mistake on Microsoft's part to like give up on it. I think they had something going, and especially again since they invested all that money on Ninja. Like, and here's the thing: where does guys like Ninja stand on this now? Because he signed a huge contract with Microsoft. Is Facebook paying him now? I mean, that seems a little weird. But what do I know? I really don't know. I don't know what this means. I don't know what's going to happen. All they've said is they've made it easier for the partners and the people who are monetizing on Mixer to move over to Facebook. That's it. But even in Facebook's post, they sit there and go, hey, even if you don't choose us, keep doing what you're doing elsewhere. So like, Facebook realizes that not everybody from Mixer is going to move to their format. They know some people are going to go back to Twitch if they were on Twitch before. They know there's other services out there besides Twitch. Some of them are going to go to YouTube. Some of them are going to go to, whatever. And that's fine. You do what you. I agree. Like, if you want to put content out there and you're putting out good content that people are enjoying, then by all means keep doing it and do it where you think it works best. I don't know that Facebook is going to be that place. I think for everybody that was sitting there going, oh, Mixer's like silly, why are they trying to compete with Twitch? I think Facebook is even less in a position to do that, but what do I know? I didn't even know Facebook had a streaming service like that. I knew I could stream like a regular Facebook Live video, but I didn't realize that was all the same thing, apparently. But apparently it is. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'll be off Mixer. The Facebook page, like, it did let me, like, I did actually do the whole thing linking the accounts, because I figured I'll at least do that for now. But even the Facebook, and then it tells you to link to a Facebook group page, which fortunately the group page, which you just see on the screen right now, does still exist, but I haven't really used it in God knows how long, because honestly I don't like it. It's weird. Like, I actually, as a individual, I prefer Facebook over Twitter, but as it relates to this stuff, like advertising this stuff, I prefer Twitter for it, to be honest. It just works better for that. Facebook is a little overcomplicated. Honestly, for the stuff that I would want to put on Facebook, I would just want a regular web page then. And again, who knows? Maybe one day I'll have a regular web page. I don't know. This has turned into a completely different video. So I'm going to wrap this up. This was the unboxing video. I'll have the link for the price charting in the website, in the description. I'll have the link for the Retro Game Treasure subscription link as well. They'll both be down in the description below. As always, you know how YouTube works. You need to like the videos, you need to subscribe, you need to click the notifications and do all the fun stuff. You comment and share with your friends and all the wonderful stuff that helps get the word out and gets more subscribers. Because if there's more subscribers, there's more point to doing these videos, and I'll keep being motivated to keep doing these videos. Otherwise, if no one's watching, then I'm talking to myself. And to answer the question, why in June, when it's one of the hottest days, one of the hottest weeks and so forth in the year, why am I wearing a sweater? Real quick, I'm wearing a sweater because it is always freaking freezing in this basement. I don't know why, but in the summertime, we have the AC on to keep the house comfortable, but for some reason the basement turns into like the sub-Arctic. That's probably not right. Somebody's going to now correct me and say, sub-Arctic's actually not, whatever. You know what I mean? It's cold. Okay? It's cold. Yeah, it's cold down here, and that's that. And the funny thing is in the winter time, it's the opposite. We turn the heat on, it's comfortable in the rest of the house, but down here it turns into an oven. And I'll be wearing short sleeves and shorts down here in the basement in the winter time, because it's so hot down here, and I'll be practically sweating just playing a video game because it's so hot sometimes, if I'm not wearing shorts or whatever. So, anywho, this is the end of the video. What a weird video this turned out to be. I'm really sorry that I ranted and raved and went off topic completely. Anyways, see you later, take care of yourself, and we will see you again real soon. Bye!